My name is Daniel Marnewick and I work for BirdLife South Africa, which is the BirdLife International country partner in South Africa. I manage the Important Bird and Biodiversity Areas program for BirdLife, and this is really about conserving sites and habitats that are critically important for conserving priority bird species. So important bird and biodiversity areas are really landscapes that are important for birds, but they're also important for other biodiversity, plants, mammals, and as well as being landscapes for production. So these are multi-use landscapes where we produce food, where we have catchments that are important for water, and where we have a range of biodiversity. And these sites are really important to conserve for future generations. One of our biggest challenges, however, is that less than 60% of our important bird and biodiversity areas network is unprotected. One way to conserve this landscape, this multiple-use landscape, is to try and get it protected and managed correctly, so that we can ensure that it remains a production landscape, but also continues to support the biodiversity that is found there. Biodiversity stewardship has been around since 2004. So it's a relatively new approach in the bigger scheme of things, but it's been a very successful program up until now. It's declared around 31 new protected areas. What makes it novel is that it is one of the few programs that allows privately owned land to become formally protected and legislated as such. It also allows for collaboration between the private sector, the NGO sector and the government sector, where we can now pool resources and work towards conserving common interests and getting these formally protected. It is possible to conserve these multiple-use landscapes. I think as we move further away from a fences and fines mentality, and as we realize that there are limited resources to buy up tracts of land and formally proclaim these as nature reserves, we're starting to develop new models that are looking at supporting both economic development and the conservation of biodiversity stewardship. And there certainly are a lot of land uses, such as free-range cattle farming or game farming or ecotourism, that can work hand in hand with conserving specific habitats such as grasslands. And this is working specifically well in the grasslands of South Africa, where we're working with game farmers and cattle farmers to conserve the biodiversity that exists on their land.